Welcome to a new update today, and today is a very good day. It's not only because of CPI coming in, it's because of multiple events taking place. Before we continue, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel beneath. Also make sure to check out our free trade letter. Yesterday we have been giving you all the latest information regarding CPI and my expectations. And those expectations were actually going through. Tomorrow we're going to dive into TA once again. Also FOMC will be happening tomorrow. Make sure to be there during the live stream. I'll be covering everything from 7:30 p.m. Central European time. But the trade letter is there for free. Just make sure to use it to move forward. Also check out our final 2 weeks of the partnership with ByBit. If you want to get 1 month for free, we've got 12% profits this month already. And we're moving fastly. Now today is a good day because of multiple things. First of all, we've got a lot of FUD going towards Binance. And that FUD is probably expected due to the fact that currently we are into a phase of a bear market. So every party gets some FUD to go through. And I think they have been fueling it themselves in a way that they have been responding in a way that they shouldn't. So Binance is not really helping themselves. But we also get to hear more and more about SBF. He has been arrested. The question is still whether that is because of the actual fact that he has to be at a hearing today and he doesn't want to go there, or whether it's a real arrest. But we simply start to hear that they have been manipulating the markets, they have been manipulating the clients, they have been using clients' funds, so they have been fraudulent. And I think that the collapse of FTX is actually moving the markets forward. So that's getting out of the way. There's more news coming out, and I think that will be only beneficial for the markets even more. And then, of course, the big data came out, which is CPI. And if we are looking at the screen and if we're looking at the data, you see red numbers, but red numbers are red for the actual currency. So red means that it's bad for the dollar. It's actually green for the risk on appetite, because by these numbers we can conclude that we might be getting a phase where the FOMC is going to discuss a pause, and we're most likely going to see a slowdown of the rate hikes, and that's only going to fuel even more in terms of a bear market relief rally at this stage. So what did we get? Core CPI came in at 6%, which was lower than expected, and actually a pretty heavy correction in the terms of dropping again by 0.3%, so it's really coming down. What do we have more? We do have the core numbers for the month-to-month, which is lower than expected, and especially CPI came in way more positive. Largest drop since the top here. We have been falling 2 months in a row right now. Right now we're dropping by 0.6%. So we get to 7.1, and that's only going to fuel the markets in terms of the Fed might be going to pause here, as the federal funds rate is going to be higher than the inflation at a later point or in a few months. So the lineup is getting there. If you want to be bullish on the markets, we are getting into a stage that we most likely are going to get continuation on the risk on assets. We get the bear market relief rally. We get a stage like we have been seeing in 2019, and that's where you can start building your portfolio and can start accumulating even more. So if we get such a rally, let's say towards 35, 40, 45k, I think it will be overshooting 30k. That is actually going to give you an incredible opportunity to, one, have a run right now in which you can build your portfolio through altcoins, and second, be able to buy the dip later again, through which you can profit during the bull cycle. So this setup is great and it's working, and I think that you are ready to go for it. So be sure to accumulate on levels that you don't think that you want to accumulate, or that you feel less safe. And right now we are into a stage that Bitcoin is still only 18k, which means that there's still a lot of potential to gain from here. And I think that we still have to crack a few crucial levels, but the potential of Bitcoin regaining the actual run that S&P and such have been doing, actually start up the pace again. That is increasing due to the fact that SPF is simply gone. It's getting more obvious that they have been fraudulent. And second, because of the lineup we get from macroeconomics. Dollar has been correcting here. Starts to fall down even more. We made a new lower low, all depending on what's going to happen tomorrow, of course. But it has some levels to go further. If we reclaim the previous level, that's going to be a case where you want to start selling your positions probably. Now, when we're looking at the yields, we can also see that there is a sharp fall taking off. TA also works on yields, rejection here, fall, it needs to lose 4.1 and then we can have a very significant drop on the 2-year yields. Might be coming tomorrow again. We got a bigger time frame divergence here already, which we also saw in 2018, and then we have been seeing it falling off a cliff. So I think that we are in the pace of having such a thing. Also, if we are looking at the Nasdaq at this point, I actually have to look at the Nasdaq in this way. If we look at the Nasdaq, it's up a lot. The weekly is showing a ton of green. We are up on the day by 4% already, cracking, making a new higher high. In this, every higher low is probably where you want to step in if it comes to risk on assets. Now, going back to Bitcoin, we are getting towards a crucial resistance. So first of all, this is the chart that I've been giving, and I've been giving you a few scenarios to look at, right? So I gave you the theory of the 17.2 flip, which we couldn't really get as a potential trade opportunity. Then I said, okay, we are diving beneath support, reclaim at 16.9. That is your trigger targeting 18k. That one really got there, right? So we can move that one away. This one got already invalidated because we started to break up even higher. So I also didn't feel like shorting too much. The final case was a drop towards 16.5 and then you can start long it. So actually the strategy was quite simple and worked out, right? Now, because of FOMC kicking in, I think that today you want to see this continue a bit more towards 18.2. Then probably tomorrow the news comes in of 50 bips. We get a smack down towards 17.5 to 17.7. That is the range where you want to start buying. And then we can see continuation. The moment we crack the crucial resistance, which is the area at 18.3, we are back into this range. And most likely we start overshooting quite fast by the vast amount of people that have been into shorts right now. So then I'm definitely looking at 21k as continuation here, potentially even higher. So what do you want to do right now? Honestly, you want to be sitting on the sidelines a bit. I think the area that we have here at 17.4 is an ideal area to look for longs. I'm not sure whether we're going to get it. But anything here around 17.5, 17.6 is the zone where you want to start looking for potential longs. And I think that right now we see the initial move. Tomorrow we're going to get some crazy moves with FOMC again. I think that the trend is going to continue moving up, so you want to look for buy the dip procedures. Now, when we're also looking at Ethereum, same game plan. We see it going up, crucial level held here. We are also marking this level at 1220. Now we see the first initial move, so you clearly want to be on the sidelines for a bit. And technically speaking, here is where you want to start looking for longs. And if you get it, you're looking for continuation towards these two regions here. And then you can start looking for short. So it's buy the dip season for me. As long as we remain levels, the strategy is going as we planned. Make sure to go towards the trade letter. Make sure to follow me in the premium platform where you can see all my trades. We're up 12% on the month. Make sure to be there tomorrow at the live stream. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Ciao.